Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. What's up, Nikki B? What it do? Catherine Blackman Shaw, a show. That Shaw or show? Got to go in a little closer there. Shaw, I had it right the first time. Augusta, Georgia is in the building. Thug Ninja, Laura, Mississippi. Fiona from the UK is checking in. What's up, Fiona? Jay Dilly, good afternoon. Bravo Victory, Miami checking in. Telsa Mooch. All right, fam, I'm going in. I don't know if I want to say I'm surprised at this of these allegations or not, because Diddy's sons party with him a lot, and I'm not saying that that this kid is guilty or not, but what I am saying is that anybody that's been partying with Diddy, that's been in those rooms, in those places that you see, especially somebody with a name, they're gonna get dragged into this. You can guarantee that. It's the people that don't really have a name, that don't have a big name, don't have a public name. They're not gonna get dragged into it because the lawyers ain't got no money to make off that. That's right, I said it. That's right, man. I'm looking at this like, at this point, there might be some people that's really in pursuit of justice, but I do believe that the lawyers are just strictly trying to get paid. And, if you're a civil attorney, that's your job. Your job is to get paid. So I think that sometimes these lawyers get in the room and they start talking to you and they say, well, who else was there? Well, who else? Okay, that's good. We could put him on the lawsuit. But he didn't do anything. He wasn't. Yeah, but he was there, right? Okay, you got a name. Listen, just trust me on this. Moving on, fam. That's Christian, also known as King Combs. That's his rap name. Obviously, that's Puff in the background, his father. And Christian here is at the center of a lawsuit. Christian is the youngest son of Diddy, and he's been accused by attorney Tyrone Blackburn of sexually assaulting and drugging women. Tyrone reportedly told Vibe magazine that he spoke with an alleged victim who plans on filing a lawsuit. Christian has yet to be officially charged, and there's yet to be any type of official filing. Let me back up on the charge thing. He's yet to be officially have paperwork officially filed against him, but according to the attorney, that's in the works. I don't know why an attorney would leak that type of information. Like, we haven't filed yet, but we're gonna be filed. We will be filing against him. The magazine did not identify the alleged victim or details surrounding the reported lawsuit. If the lawsuit is filed, it would be the latest in a series of lawsuits against Diddy and his family. Diddy is facing at least a dozen lawsuits from men and women who claim that they were harassed, groomed, or trafficked by him. The claims against Christian has been described as serious and thrust him into the vortex of shocking claims surrounding his father, as Diddy has been hit with several lawsuits in recent months accusing him of sexual assault, sex trafficking, drug abuse, and more. This guy, Tyrone Blackburn, he's been around the block a few times. He's represented, in the past, he's represented litigation against T.I. and Tiny, as well as Nicki Minaj and Kenneth. He's also the attorney for Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer who filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs earlier this year. Last month, as you know, family, Homeland Security conducted raids of Diddy's properties in California and Miami, during which Christian and his elder brother, Justin, were detained and later released following the investigation. So let's be clear, the authorities have not filed any charges against Christian. His travel has not been limited. It has not been restricted. Neither has Puff's travel been restricted. And he also doesn't have any charges filed against him. The question is, does Diddy and his son get the benefit of doubt? Are they innocent until proven guilty? Or do y'all want to skip that part just for this case right here? And then we get back to innocent until proven guilty. I got to ask y'all, fam, because I be hearing people saying different things, you know? People feel one way about a case. You can take the exact same circumstances and put it on one person, but then you apply it to a different person and people have a different attitude about it. So I'm just, trying to see where y'all stand, trying to see if there's some consistency there. Is Puff and his son, Christian, innocent until proven guilty? Or unless proven guilty? Y'all cool with that? Or y'all think they guilty? Give me a thumbs up if y'all think they're innocent until proven guilty, or a thumbs down if you don't even care about the whole process. You're just saying they're guilty. Scrooge says that they're beyond guilty. Scrooge said beyond guilty. Scrooge, you must have been there. But Scrooge, was you there? Was you at the parties and you saw everything? He said beyond guilty. It's Drew says, okay, give him the benefit of doubt. Frederick, benefit of doubt, up. Mike, down. Michael Clark, say down. Miss Jazzy is in the building. Tutu Tango says down. Think they're guilty. It's Drew up. Tutu Tango says, I think they're guilty. Pauline, up, benefit of doubt. Red Dragon, up, benefit of doubt. Kavis, down. Tazzy, down. William, down. Kitty Queen says this: we don't know if they're guilty. This is all he's saying. And just because the feds ran up in P. Diddy's house doesn't mean they still got anything. The man is innocent until proven guilty. Let's take a look at that, innocent until proven guilty. Let's take a look at that. Innocent until proven guilty. How many people think that Jonathan Majors was innocent until proven guilty? And I mean, how many of y'all believe that Jonathan Majors was innocent until proven guilty? Or was Jonathan Majors just guilty out the gate and they stuck to their guns? Because it appeared to me that Jonathan Majors was, in the eyes of the law, just guilty. And it didn't matter what proof that was brought forward. They railroaded the dude. I didn't see any proof that he was guilty. Yeah, he was found guilty, but he wasn't proven guilty. See, words mean something. Just because somebody get convicted of a crime don't mean they did the crime. I'm looking at all the evidence. I looked at the evidence in the Jonathan Majors case, and I didn't see anything that substantiated a guilty plea, a guilty verdict. I didn't see that. If y'all know something out there, if y'all got a piece of evidence that y'all saw, let me know. Because from what I saw, they railroaded an innocent man. And they finna put some time on him. For what? Pushing a woman off of him, pushing her back so she couldn't attack him. The fact that he put his hand on her to protect himself. They found him guilty and sending him up the river. He can only be given a maximum 1 year in prison. But I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him some kind of time. He's eligible for probation, but he shouldn't get nothing. She should be the one, in my opinion, that's tried and going to jail. She's the one who was doing the abuse. You saw her on video swinging on the man. So innocent until proven guilty, you know, you got to take that with a grain of salt when you say that, because you can be found guilty and not be proven guilty. It happens all the time. They're not proving these cases. What's happening is they're putting forth evidence or circumstantial evidence or none at all, and just he say, she say, and finger pointing. They get a jury that's tainted, oftentimes. A jury that comes with its own set, where each individual come with their own set of implicit biases. And they find people guilty or innocent all the time. But they're really good at finding innocent people guilty. Yeah, they get a few guilty people they find guilty. But y'all seen people get railroaded, fam. Stop acting like this stuff don't happen. I don't know what evidence that they have on Christian to be able to file a lawsuit. Really, fam, like in America, hell, you can sue anybody or anything. You can sue a water bottle in America. So just because somebody's suing somebody does not mean that they're guilty of something. Because I saw a lot of people in the comments on various sites just going in on this kid. And this is the first time his name has really been mentioned in anything salacious as far as I know of, anything criminal as far as I know of. Although reportedly the authorities haven't stepped to him yet. He hasn't been charged with anything criminal. And this lawsuit has not even been filed yet. But the lawyer putting it out there like it's going to be filed, so it probably will be filed. But just because somebody filed a lawsuit on you for whatever reason does not mean that you're guilty of what they're accusing you of. This attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, he's one of those attorneys that have taken on a number of cases against Black celebrities accused of violating people, abusing people, sexually assaulting people, whatever. Yeah, he's one of those type of dudes. So this guy, Tyrone Blackburn, says that he has been talking with an alleged victim who plans on filing a lawsuit against Christian King Combs. So we don't know what the details of this lawsuit is, but here's the deal, fam, about these lawsuits. Whether a person is innocent or guilty, it don't even matter once they get named in a lawsuit like this, because people don't let it go away. If they're innocent, just being named could destroy your reputation. I mean, let's put ourselves in dude's shoes. Let's say for a fact, we know, let's give ourselves the benefit of doubt that we would never do something that egregious. We know for a fact that ain't us. We don't get down like that. But let's just say somebody accused of one of us of something that we know we didn't do. They accused us of something like that, like sexual assault, drugging people and stuff like that. That's one of them type of things that people use against you to drag, to disparage your name, right? To taint your reputation. People would use that against you for years and years and years to come. It's not like a regular being sued for, I don't know, property damage, It's not like that. Sexual assault is one of those like bottom of the barrel type crimes. And it's something that stick with you. It follows you around, even when you're found not guilty, even if you were to go to court and were to be exonerated, even if somebody put your name on something and then they take it off, people still remember that, and that stigma follows you around. So that's definitely something to consider when looking at these type of cases. You got people out there that say, well, you know, the son and the daddy parted hard together. So ain't no way that Diddy did what he did and his sons not know about it. Impossible. Is it impossible? If he was guilty, if he is guilty of something like that, is it impossible? I don't think it's impossible for somebody not to know. You know, your child not to not know. I don't think it's impossible. You know what I think is impossible? Who I think is impossible for somebody not to know is like an assistant. Assistants know everything. Assistants and bodyguards, they know everything because they're with you every step of the way, especially an assistant. They know everything. I'm talking about the type of assistant that move around with you. Even one that might sit in the office may be privy to a whole lot. Send this gift to that person. Send this person this. Have this person picked up over here. Pick this person up. Move these funds over here. Yeah, they know a lot. They know a whole lot. And bodyguards see a whole lot. So I'm not sure. I mean, shit, I'm a fly on the wall just like y'all. But I don't think it's right for people out there to just be smearing this young man's name based on allegations, you know, rumors and innuendos. So what happens if all of this stuff comes out to be not true? Specifically for him, like, because this is our first time, it's my first time hearing about anything like this involving Christians. So what if it turns out that it's not true? Now, do those people go back and recant? Do they apologize? Do they rescind their disparaging remarks? I bet they won't. Most of them won't. They'll just keep on moving. Oh, well. They're like they didn't say anything. I will say this, fam. I will say this, not picking a side, not picking a side. But we got some people out here, fam, that love to see a black man go down. They love it. I get it, fam. If you're guilty, you're guilty. You get what you get. But a lot of times we pounce, man. We go crazy. And at the same time, we wonder why other people, we complain about other people like attacking us and doing us dirty while we do the same thing. But again, fam, now don't get me wrong. I'm not with the predator thing. So if Diddy wrong for what he did, man, he deserves everything he get, man. He get it. Take that as far as I'm concerned. I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem picking a side. I don't have any problem picking a side. But I do know, like I say, I acknowledge all of it. So I acknowledge all of it. I acknowledge the victims, any victims, real victims. I'm gonna acknowledge that. Any predators being held accountable, I'm gonna acknowledge that. But I'm also going to acknowledge the other side of people that are moving around in Black society who love to see a Black person go down just as much as any person from on the outside of the Black community would love to see a Black person go down. They love it. They love it. They absolutely love it. That being that jealousy and envy, they love it. They relish in it. Because I've seen others, people in other communities, when they go down, people talk about it. They might report it, but they don't go crazy with making memes and jokes and get him. Yeah. They don't do that. They don't do that. It's like this person is a menace to society. We deal with them and we keep on moving on. And if that person, even if that person get a slap on the wrist, ain't no uproar. They don't go crazy. They just keep on moving. They don't even talk about it no more. They just keep on moving. But them Blacks, whew. My thing is, I know some people who deserve to be really, really dragged and talked about badly. Exhibit A, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. He is the worst of the worst. I could talk bad about him all day. I got more energy for him than I got for anybody. Now, I know some of y'all don't like that. That's why I said it. Just to make your day bad. I know your day probably was having a good day until I said that. I know you're probably looking at me like this. I know it. I know it. But see, that just goes to show you don't really love this country like I love this country. I would have never in the position of a former president instructed U.S. citizens to storm the Capitol in an attempt to overthrow government business. I would have never done something like that. But Donald Trump did. And you love him more than you love me. You're a hypocrite. I would have never done my fine country like that. Would have never done that. I would have never done that. I would have never used taxpayers' dollars as a personal piggy bank to pad my pockets by making them pay for my extended family security. Charging taxpayers for me and my guests to stay at my own hotel or my resort. I would have never done something like that. I would have never betrayed the people like that. But Donald Trump did, and you love his dirty draws. You love his dirty draws so much you want to sniff them after he used the bathroom. I see we got some trumpets in the chat. Sean Lunatic, what up? Shannon Williams said, I'm still voting for Trump. So, I don't care. I don't care if you vote for Trump, Biden, or Hulk Hogan. I don't give a damn. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get mine no matter who in office. It ain't no man alive can stop me from getting mine. I don't sit up and watch these dudes and be like, oh, for the next 4 to 8 years, my life is going to be miserable with this guy in office. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get mine no matter what. Y'all be going crazy about these dudes. They all the same. They all on the same team. They just have different personalities. That's the only difference. It's just different personalities. And let me tell you all y'all something. When it comes to these big issues like war, the economy, the budget, when it comes to those big issues, pandemic, it's going to come down to personality. It don't matter what they personally think. There's an agenda, and that agenda must be followed, or somebody going down. So when you hear Trump talking about it, or you hear Biden talking about it, all you're listening to is a personality. It's who you can stand to look at and listen to give their point of view, their angle. That's it. At the end of the day, there's an agenda. The agenda got to be followed. It don't matter who was in office when the pandemic came through. However many millions of people died was going to die anyway. When you have an agenda, leadership is in exchange. Leadership is what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on the word. Inexchangeable when it comes to leadership. I mean, when it comes to an agenda. The whole goal, what they do, fam, is to make us think we got a real say-so. The only say-so we got is that if we decide to actually storm the Capitol. And we ain't deciding to do that. We ain't going to do that. It's all to make us think we got a say-so. Man, these people. Come on, family. It's already laid out how it's going to go. The idea is to rock us to sleep enough keep us fueling, keep us at each other's throat, creating these divisions so that we too tired, we're too exhausted to fight the real enemy. Keep us at war about things we can't even control. Ain't a person in this world can control what their complexion is, what their color is. Not one person. Can't nobody even take credit for that. Keep us at odds, arguing over insignificant things that we can't control. We got the gender war. We got the race war. This is all these wars within America, between American citizens. We got the race war. We got the gender war. We got the age war. We got the sexual orientation war. We got the regional wars, the school war, the school pride war, We got the pro sports teams war. We got the educational war. We got the crime war. We got the drug war. Just keep us on. Just keep us going at each other for all this shit we can't even control. This stuff, all this stuff is being controlled by them. You got the health war. So we just yapping about all this stuff. And until we all just band together and say, you know what? Man, fuck all this stuff. Man, just go crazy, go ape, just join forces and go ape. Man, all this stuff, ain't none of this stuff gonna change. It's gonna continue to get worse. Got me a troll. I typically don't block women, but sometimes you get them off the wall women come in and they're disrespectful, so I got to get them on up out of there. I got to get them out of there, family. Disrespect will not be tolerated. We can disagree. We ain't even got to agree to disagree. We can disagree all day long, but disrespect will not be tolerated. Ruth Robinson, what's up? Larry Calloway. What's up, Larry? What's up, Miss Jazzy? Jimmy B, what's up? Donald Riley. Larry Calloway. What's up, Larry? Daniel J. Derek Dozier. If you're just not joining the live, fam, Diddy's Diddy's son is reportedly being dragged into a lawsuit. A lawyer by the name of, what's this guy's name? Let's get his name here. Lawyer by the name of Tyrone Blackburn has reportedly said that Christian is accused of sexually assaulting and drugging women, and he intends to file a lawsuit to that effect. The lawsuit he has plans on filing real soon. Now, the details of this so-called assault has not been made public. Christian is the son of Diddy and the late Kim Porter, also Diddy's youngest son. All of this started, fam, when that woman right there, filed a lawsuit against Diddy. Allegedly, she had been trying to settle with Diddy. She had asked for $30 million and Diddy called her bluff. It backfired. So after she filed a lawsuit, less than 24 hours later, Diddy had settled. It's unclear what that amount is, but it's safe to say she got several $1 million. And what that did was opened up the floodgates for other alleged accusers or alleged victims. How about that? Diddy dropped a message on social media saying enough is enough. You know, these people are trying to just get in my pockets. It's just a money grab. I'm gonna take this picture off because this look like I'm trying to get that puff right down there. I'm gonna take that off. That look a little biased right there. And he put another picture, a different picture of Puff up. Oh, that ain't Puff. My bad. That's Dan Schneider. That's the guy from Nickelodeon who was accused of violating children and being disrespectful in the workplace and all this type of stuff. That's Dan. That's Dan. Dan was fired by Nickelodeon, but there was no raid of his household. There was no bi-coastal raid. Dan kind of just chilling right now. They say he's trying to make a comeback in the kids' television space. And here are some more guys who work for Nickelodeon who were busted for various crimes against human beings, various sexual crimes. Ezell Channel, he worked at Nickelodeon. He was convicted of molesting a child while working at Nickelodeon. Brian Pitt was convicted of violating a child while he worked at Nickelodeon. Jason Handy came in handy with the, you know what, violating children while working with Nickelodeon. Marty Wise worked at Nickelodeon at some point. He was convicted. Dan Schneider was let go by the company. He was never convicted of anything, but he was accused of inappropriate conduct with children. Conduct that was never confirmed. How does Nickelodeon have all of these predators working for them? I mean, they don't do a background check? Imagine, family, these type of guys working in an environment, crawling with children, crawling with small children from the age of 6 to 14, 15 years old. These predators working in one of the so-called most child-friendly environments that you could possibly think of, Nickelodeon. But not so much after I saw that special that came out. They got a special called Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. It's out right now on the Discovery Channel. And my, some very telling things. Actually, it's, what is it called? The ID channel, the ID, Investigative Discovery Channel. I think that's what it stands for. But yeah, no raids, like no ratings of the homes with helicopters and boats, and maybe they didn't live on the water. But how does Nickelodeon, like this place is supposed to be so child friendly, how do they have just predators, so many predators working for one company? It makes one wonder, who's at the top? What type of person is at the top? Because leadership starts at the top. And anytime you have an environment with children, you should be especially cautious and protective. Hell, you got to be protective of children even when they're around children, because some of these children have been exposed already. Some of these children have already been violated. And some of them have the propensity already, have shown the propensity to violate other children. So you can't just automatically assume because you have your girls all in one little room or one area that your little daughter is not being violated by another little girl. Or your little son is not being violated by another kid, another boy. Perhaps your son is 6 and another boy is 11. You can't even fathom something like that. So it catches you totally off guard. But I'm here to tell you that it happens. I know for a fact that it happens because it happened to a little boy at my daughter's school when she was in, I think, 3rd grade. The little boy went to camp. Listen to what I'm telling you, family. The little boy went to camp for the summer. Came back cussing, acting a fool. The boy had always been quiet. He had always been a respectable kid. Never had any problems with him. The boy came back from camp, from summer vacation, cutting up, calling girls the B word and the H word and everything. And he was using the bathroom too long. You know how the teacher take all the kids out to the bathroom at one time, they go in one at a time. The boy was in the bathroom too long, just taking his breaks was too long. So the teacher, a female, decides to go in and check on him. She opened the stall, he in there playing with himself. So she started asking him, hey, what's going on? Woo-woo. So he tell her. He went to camp, summer camp, at the YMCA. What does YMCA stand for? I never even really looked. Young Men's Christian Association. YMCA. Young Men's Christian Association. Young Men's Christian Association. It sounds like a, on surface, decent place, Young Men's Christian Association. Well, he told this story of this kid was 8 at the time. So he tells a story of an 11-year-old boy who violated him while he was in camp. Molested him while he was in camp. I'll spare you the details. But imagine what one might do while committing such acts. The boy wasn't the same. Just that whatever time he was at that camp, whatever that was, 60 days, 80 days, whatever it was, messed that boy up. He still ain't right. So just because you got your sons around other boys, not men, but boys, don't mean they're safe. You be thinking that, oh man, this is a camp for kids. This is going to be great. Oh, look at all the kids. And, the people that work with the kids, they're always really, really nice and attentive. And then you be thinking, yeah, great. This is great. Then you take off. Got you. You got to watch all places that you take your kids to. You got to watch everybody, everything, even private babysitters. Got to watch them. Some of them know how to be all nice and friendly when they see you. They talking to you. Yeah, everything's going good. They say everything great. But when you're not around, man, they all in your house having sex. Or they got some dude in their house having sex while they babysitting your kid. They in your house, or their house, watching porn, having sex with your kids, all kinds of stuff. Some of us have our elderly family members watching the kids. You need to know who else coming in that house. And some of these elderly people ain't right either. Some of them have been predators for years. But on top of that, who else is coming in that house? Maybe they don't live there, but who's going to be visiting while your child is there? Who stops by? Who's going to stop by and come in? Uncle? Her son? Her grandson? Her daughter? What type of people are these people? You need to know that. These predators are quick to go and work and find employment where you find kids. In the church, at schools, camps, youth facilities, detention centers, juvenile facilities. They're everywhere. Our minds are trained to think that these places that accommodate children are safe havens for children. Because after all, these are people who want to work with children. They love children. Well, some of them love children a little too much. Think about it, fam. If someone was a predator, let me put it like this. If a dude likes girls and he knows that there's going to be a pool party full of girls, he probably would want to go to that pool party. If a predator is interested in children and he knows if he goes to this function or this particular school or church, and he can have access, he could probably even be over the ministry. He could be over the kids. He can be a coach. Got access to the kids. They're going to leave me with their kids. They're going to trust me with their kids. Oh, yeah. Come on, family. Got to be on your game. LeakU.com. What's up? What's up? All right, fam. Miss Jazzy, I appreciate you. LC Jarvis, what's up? Gerald Jarvis, what's up? Is that Maskey? All right, that's my time, family. That's my time. Man, I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this. I'm sure there's gonna be some developments very, very soon with the youngster here. But until then, family, y'all enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. Until then, till next time, no more talk.